I'm going to talk to you a little bit today about the other investigations, the ones that do not involve Special Counsel Robert Mueller, the obstruction of justice, or the Russian interference in the 2016 election. I'm going to talk about the dozens of other investigations that congressional Democrats have opened against the president. And let's break them down into categories to make this a little bit more simple. The first, presidential power. The emoluments. Congress is really interested in who is spending money at the president's golf clubs, resorts, hotels around the world, especially foreign governments. NBC News has found that 22 foreign governments have spent money at Trump resorts since he was elected. Critics say that this is unconstitutional. This is why, because this is what the Constitution says. No person holding any office of profit shall, without the consent of the Congress, except of any present, emolument, office, or title of any kind whatsoever from any king, prince, or foreign state. The second category, Trump's finances. So in this category, they really want the president's tax return. The Congress has asked for his tax returns and submitted subpoenas.
The Trump family criminal enterprise.
Congress doesn't only want to know about his personal finances, but they also want to know about the finances of his businesses. They have subpoenaed 8 financial institutions to get those documents. 2 of them, at least, we know have complied. We don't know what's in those yet. And then 2 others, Deutsche Bank and Capital One. The president has sued to make sure that they do not turn over these documents. The judge says, actually, that is legitimate. The Congress can have these documents. So the president is appealing that decision. Those are also caught up in the courts. But what the Congress wants for this, they also want to know if there's any money laundering. Again, also any connection to Russia. So now the third category of these investigations is just governance. So multiple committees are looking into the easing of sanctions against Russian oligarch Oleg Deripaska. He has close ties with Vladimir Putin, and he was sanctioned in the past couple years. But there has been an easing of these sanctions, and the Congress wants to know why. Are there any connections between the president and Russian President Vladimir Putin and this oligarch? Family separations at the border. So this is a big issue for Congress. In fact, it was one of the first issues they opened up an investigation into when Democrats took control of the House of Representatives in January. Even some Republicans have signed on to this investigation, signing on to the subpoenas that have been sent to the White House. This investigation is ongoing. There's no result yet. What the administration says, well, they haven't said a lot about the investigation, but President Trump has said that ending the family separation policy was a, quote, disaster. He says it has increased the number of immigrants trying to cross the border. Security clearances. Congress is really interested in this issue of security clearances because the Democrats are saying that people within the White House, including Trump's son-in-law, Jared Kushner, was given a security clearance despite the recommendation of White House officials who said not to do so.
I don't think he should have been there to begin with, especially with the portfolio that he had.
That's a lot of investigations, but there's more. They are also investigating the Environmental Protection Agency and the rollback of a lot of regulations. They're investigating the transfer of nuclear technology to Saudi Arabia. They're looking into Puerto Rico disaster aid. Education Secretary Betsy DeVos's firing of an internal inspector general, voting rights, and the refusal of the administration to defend the Affordable Care Act. So while Democrats have not gone down this road of impeachment, and who knows if they ever will, what all of this means, though, is it would try to undermine the president heading into his re-election in 2020.
Hey, NBC News viewers, thanks for checking out our YouTube channel. Subscribe by clicking on that button down here and click on any of the videos over here to watch the latest interviews, show highlights, and digital exclusives. Thanks for watching.